Hi, my name is Sally Abbey and I am the chef at the Thepem restaurant in Westminster. So my first job when I moved to London at 20, I worked at the Savoy grill under Gordon Ramsay, and then that actually closed for refurb in 2007. So they moved me over to Gordon Ramsay at Claridge's, where I spent a couple of years cutting my teeth, learning the basics of how to cook because I hadn't been to culinary school, so we didn't really do very much cooking growing up. My mum was incredibly busy as a head teacher, so it was more a learning on the job for me. I took my first head chef position in 2017 at the Harwood Arms, where I was for just over 4 years, which was such an incredible learning experience, learning how to, manage a restaurant and write menus and all of that for the first time. In 2020, the opportunity came up to open the Thepem in the Conrad hotel, and we opened in July 2021. So you've got some roast sirloin of beef that's from the Lake District in Cumbria. Then you've got a short rib and oyster pie, and to accompany you've got some steamed turnips, some mustard leaf chimichurri and some oyster mayonnaise. Basically, I've got lots of really cool old cookbooks that are mostly written by women, and I sort of take a lot of inspiration from them and try and bring those dishes into sort of a modern day style and use old sort of forgotten flavours. Things like beef and oyster and cheese and onion, familiar flavours but done in a different way, so you look at it and you wouldn't associate it with something that you'd eaten as a kid, but then when you eat it, those flavours sort of come rushing back to you, and I think there's a lot to be said about nostalgia in food. If something's hard, I'll just keep trying and trying and trying until I figure out how to do it, and I think that's probably one of the most important qualities you need as a chef, because it can get hard and it is repetitive. You do have to do jobs over and over again, but it's a really nice feeling when you finally nail something, and when you learn how to perfectly fillet a fish or break down a venison leg or whatever it may be. It's a nice feeling to know you can do it really well. This area has obviously got real political links. There's a lot of business, a lot of lobbyists around here, but there's also a lot of tourists. And I think it's important that they know that we are here and that we're open and ready to receive them, because we've got 4 outlets in the hotel. Obviously the Thepem is the signature restaurant of that, and it's a fantastic restaurant with lovely food. We do a really great lunch menu as well, so I think it's a nice place to come and while away an afternoon. So first of all, we're going to Lorne, which is a modern British restaurant just around the corner in Victoria, and I love Lorne because I think that the food is really light and fresh, and then they've also got an amazing wine list there. So Katie, the owner, writes the wine list, and it's very nice to see a woman running a restaurant, as I do as well. So I'm always here to support women, but I just think it's got a really lovely, elegant touch to it.
Hi, I'm Graham Brown, and I'm the head chef here at Lorne Restaurant. So, we have a savoury tartare mixed with cucumber, kohlrabi, dashi jelly, and then spear scraps on top.
The next place we're going to is VAGABOND, which is just again down the road in Victoria, and I love wine. I'm really into my wines, and I think what's so interesting about VAGABOND is that you can drink so many wines by the glass. They've got lots and lots of by the glass options, so you can try lots of different things.
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm the Assistant General Manager at VAGABOND Victoria. So we are a wine bar where you actually pour your own wine. It's pretty fun. Basically vending machines for adults.
The third place that we're going to visit today is Café Murano. I love Angela Harnett. She's one of my favourite chefs and definitely look up to her as a chef. Café Murano is beautiful because of its simplicity. Beautiful, lovely plates of pasta, cured meats, and just a really lovely atmosphere and a nice time. It doesn't really make any sense. I just started cooking at home and I was like, oh my god, I really enjoy this. So I just was like, right. When I started doing that at home, it never occurred to me to be a chef. No one had ever said you should be a chef. I came to London for the placement and I was just like, wow, this is where I need to be.